And good morning, everyone. Welcome to day two of the Canadian SME Small Business Summit 2021. What an amazing day we had yesterday with so many expert thoughts, expertise, and expert panels, period, pouring out their knowledge so to help all of us advance in our businesses and to reach the destinations that we all feel that we can achieve. Look, if we thought yesterday was valuable, and it certainly was, you're in store for a lot more today. My name is Shiraz Sadiq, a proud member of the Canadian SME family. I've been part of this community for quite some time now, very close to the beginning. I'm also the founder of Leverage Consulting, where we help companies calibrate and calculate their message. We can't go any further without thanking all of our partners. Look, folks, we wouldn't be able to pull off the enormity of an event like this if it wasn't for groups across the province and across the country like these. Wanted to highlight a couple of them really quickly. Of course, the Ontario Chamber of Commerce. I've had the opportunity to work with LATAM, maybe about a year ago. Fantastic group. We are actually going to hear from CFIB in a little bit. The president himself, Dan Kelly, will be here to share his thoughts at about 9:30. And also, last one I want to point out is the Calgary Chamber of Commerce and the Canadian Women's Chamber of Commerce. Fantastic work. Thank you to all of our sponsors, not only for participating today, but for being a part of the journey of so many entrepreneurs across the country. Of course, Canadian SME is founded in our small business magazine. Now, this magazine is a one-stop shop for all the information that you need, and the monthly issues are power-packed with inspirational content to keep the motivation present and push you to achieve all of your dreams, goals, and desires for your business. We've had the opportunity to sit down with many of the giants that you see in front of you right now, everywhere from Jack Dorsey to award-winning executives at Cisco like Lisa Ritchie. We just wanted to thank all of our subscribers to the magazine. And if you have not subscribed yet, you're missing out. I would strongly encourage you to join the community, because through the magazine, you have access to all of our online content as well, all of our online assets. We can push content to you, or you can come and get it at your leisure as well. But again, subscribe now to CanadianSME.ca.
Welcome to the only platform for Canadian small and medium businesses. Canadian SME has one clear vision: to help Canadian small and medium enterprises become more successful and competitive. When Canadian SMEs succeed, Canada succeeds. That's our vision. Canadian SME Magazine comes up with focused and fact-proven content to develop the credibility of the rising businesses in Canada. Canadian SME Magazine offers 60 to 80 full-color pages, published monthly. Our website includes all the content that's found in the print magazine, as well as exclusive online articles. Therefore, our readers now have the possibility to access the magazine on their own terms. A deeper look. Regular and current updates on what's trending in the business industry. Insightful articles on sales and marketing, corporate governance, leadership, SME finance, technology, and so much more. Canadian SME is dedicated to helping your business grow. Canadian SME is not only a magazine, it's a platform for Canadian SMEs to grow their business through its magazine and business events. Business experts share their valuable expertise every month through Canadian SME Magazine.
And of course, right now we are in October, and every year in October, we celebrate two things. Some focus on Halloween, but all of us, we're here to focus on what it means to have a successful small business month in Canada. A number of years ago, it was approximately 2006, when the Canadian government rolled out what they thought would be an amazing opportunity to rally the community together and celebrate what we know as Small Business Month in Canada. If you're not connected to a local chamber of commerce or any other economic engine in your community, we strongly encourage you to connect with them and see what support they can provide for you. And of course, we're always here at Canadian SME. Finally, a big thank you to all of our partners with whom we couldn't pull this off. Of course, our friend Mickey at Cargo, our banking partner at RBC. You heard from them yesterday, and you'll probably hear from them again today. Our gold sponsors, who are Rico and UPS. If you, I think Paul probably had the most airtime from UPS yesterday, and we love when he shares his thoughts. If you haven't seen yet, Paul Gaspar of UPS partners with Maheen, one of our strong staff members here at Canadian SME, to push out and promote a business every single day. That's right, almost every single day we highlight a small business. And if that's something that you want to be a part of, email us at info@canadiansme.ca. Again, that's info@canadiansme.ca. Charlie Regan and his team at Nerds On Site, thank you. MyTax, Zoho, thank you. Alexio, Ontario Chamber of Commerce, Phase 5. You're going to hear more about Phase 5 today for sure. And of course, our digital display partner, Samsung. Thank you for the innovative ideas that you're bringing to the market.
Hi everyone, this is Maheen from Canadian SME Small Business Magazine, and today's UPS Small Business of the Day is Urban Nest Decor. Founded in 2006, Urban Nest Decor creates beautiful personalized gifts and meaningful small batch home decor. From ideas to design to production to marketing, they believe in locally owned and made. They are mindful to create their products from quality materials. They source their raw materials from Canadian suppliers as close to home as possible. They place close attention to how the use of their raw materials impacts the environment and seek out suppliers that have a dedicated philosophy to protect their natural world. Urban Nest Decor specializes in small batch decor and gifts. They are inspired by clean, authentic, and modern design. Their growing collection includes mobiles, fabric wall decals, images on wood, custom signs, cut wood and acrylic names, custom vinyl decals, and their trademark customized name plaques with their hand-designed critters. Learn more. Visit urbannestdecor.com, and to get your small business featured on Canadian SME, visit smefoundation.ca. With UPS support, our goal through this foundation is to not only promote Canadian small businesses so they can get more visibility, but also hopefully gain the attention of potential customers who will be able to purchase their products and services and help small businesses out during these challenging times. We would like to thank all our partners for their generous support. Small businesses need our support now more than ever. Shop local first.
Folks, we've planned out an amazing day two for everyone. If you'll notice in your window, you have a schedule button. So the complete agenda is available there, but we wanted to highlight and quickly run through what today is really all about. At 9:30, we're going to hear from the folks at Rico, Eric Fletcher and Arpita Ray. You really want to hear how they have transformed. And look, folks, this is what we need to do right now. We need to pivot. We need to innovate and transform from what we were February 2020 to where we are now. And you're going to hear their story about what it took to pivot from being a very centric organization, Rico, we know what they're known for, but they do so much more now. Also, we have an amazing panel coming up at 10:15. Folks, look at some of the names and the companies represented here. I've had the personal opportunity to work with LSP on a number of occasions, from Zoho, from Katrina to Sean to Thomas. Folks, this is going to be an amazing opportunity to follow up on the keynote to hear tactical and practical ways to move forward. At 11:15, we will have a one-on-one with Jeff Adamson. Now, here's a gentleman who knows what it takes to successfully start and exit a business and then still have that taste in his mouth to pursue more. That's correct. The same Jeff Adamson who founded Skip the Dishes is now a co-founder of Neo Financial. And you'll have the opportunity to hear what they're up to, not because of his story, about what their story means for you. At 12:15, phenomenal collection of human beings. Folks, we're going to hear from Blake Smith from Facebook. Alana Chan, you're going to hear from her from Google. Chow Lui, if you have not heard her story of Parish Jewelers, how her and her family brought it to the point where almost 20 retail stores across the country, just phenomenal. And of course, JP Berger will be there and Douglas as well. I want to make sure I mention Paul as usual, but this is an opportunity to merge together the concepts of e-commerce and retail and how to successfully go about doing that. Now at 12:30, phenomenal session on, well, I'll just read the title to you: Rebuild, Rehire, Reset. What does that mean to you? It's an opportunity to see what you can do to help yourself refire the desire within you if you feel that there's a bit of a dormant dream within you. And that's your opportunity to help with that refocus. Folks like Karen Campbell and Joanna Harper, they're there for you. At 1:30, we have a small business leadership panel. Nunzio Presta, if you haven't had the opportunity to hear from him, well, you're in for a treat. But folks, we have a dragon. How many organizations can say they have a dragon? That's right. Manjeet Minhas herself will be with us. Really looking forward to that session, and that happens at 1:30. Of course, if you look at our other esteemed colleagues and guests on the same panel, it's going to be power-packed and helping you. Again, the point isn't to hear somebody sound smart. The point is for you to take away something valuable to grow your leadership. And that's what they're prepared to do, to provide tactical and practical strategies for you to grow into the leader that you know that you can be. And then at 1:30, also, I should say, building brand credibility. Now, if you haven't heard Jeff speak in the past, just phenomenal and captivating. He's a renowned guest speaker and author, and to hear his thoughts on what it means to build your brand through credibility might not have anything to do with your logo. And that's where he's going to expand the conversation of brand management and introduce a concept for all of us to really intake and bake into our process of brand building. And that's the concept of credibility. Phenomenal stuff coming up. At 3:15, what businesses should know. Tina Campbell-Smith, she'll be here. And the whole idea here is digital marketing. What do you need to know to continue to build? Look, the conversation isn't new. Yes, go digital, get on social media, build your website. That's not new. These are things that if you haven't already done, well, hurry up and do it. This conversation is how to maximize your digital assets, and that matters. It's about taking it to the next level and lifting performance to a place where you're getting the results that you believe that you can achieve. And once again, folks, if you look at the top banner in your window, you'll see a bunch of tabs. One of them is Expo. Please, these exhibitors aren't here just because it's not a booth. These exhibitors are here simply because they have value to add to you and your business operation. Rico, Zoho, UPS, MyTax, Iceberg, eSupply, FedDev, Hire for Talent, Alexio, AnswerBar, Smith, In Good Company, the Government of Canada. Yeah, they might have one or two thoughts to share with you. And of course, Nerds on Site. You know, it's amazing tagline that Nerds on Site have. Just the concept of having a fractional CIO, meaning they can completely manage that function for you so you can focus on your core competency. So folks, please visit them at any time between now and 4 p.m. They'll be more than happy to set up consultations with you afterwards. A bunch of friendly people. Please visit them on the expo floor. And of course, two of our exhibitors have made these exclusive. When I mean exclusive, how about walking into a store and they say, hey, it's going to be $30 to ship this package. But now with UPS, it'll be 50%. You saw what I did there? Okay, moving on here. The reality is it's a phenomenal offer. Please visit Paul Gaspar and his team at the UPS booth for a phenomenal offer. And also eSupply Canada. 20% off your first order with them. Now, here's the thing. You probably need to comply. So there's a lot of supplies that you're buying right now to keep everything clean, right? Your surfaces, industrial supplies, and anything else along those janitorial and industrial supplies, your needs. Reach out to them, make your first order huge so you can take advantage of that 20% off. But please, visit them on the expo floor, a phenomenal offer just for you for attending the Canadian SME Business Summit 2021. Look, everybody loves to be acknowledged on some level, especially when nobody sees the work that you do in the dark, in the dirt, when nobody sees, when you're planting seed, right? Who really knows all the hard work that goes into it? But we want to honor and recognize your hard work. In the spring of 2022, we'll be celebrating amazing entrepreneurs, and this is your opportunity to do one of two things. Nominate someone. If you know someone who is deserving, send them our information. The websites there, smeawards.ca. Please reach out. Celebrate each other. And if you think that you should be nominated, it's a little odd, but if you want to nominate yourself, go for it. Whatever it takes. Folks, we're here to not only lift, but we're here to celebrate your successes, your hard work, and you, period. In short order, we're going to hear from Dan Kelly. He's the president and CEO and chair of CFIB. And if you are not a member yet of CFIB, you may want to consider it. They have such a strong advocacy voice on the federal and the provincial level across the country to represent all the changes and walk through the journey that we've had. See, if we had to do this alone as small businesses, it would have been tough sledding. But voices like Dan and Rocco Rossi, together among many other voices, they've helped lobby and champion the cause of small businesses like yours on the government level, again, provincial and federal. You'll be hearing from him momentarily.
Hi, everyone. It's Dan Kelly, president of the Canadian Federation of Independent Business. I'm super happy to be with you today to bring greetings to the Canadian SME Small Business Summit for 2021. Super important to talk about things related to small business, as so many small and medium-sized firms have been put through the ringer during the COVID period. This has been a giant challenge for months and months and months. Small businesses have really borne the brunt of the economic effects of the pandemic, And it's really time, way past time, to help small businesses get back to something closer to recovery. There's a lot of work to do, though. And governments have been helpful, but certainly the support programs that they've put in place are nowhere near complete. We at CFIB have been doing work right from the start of the pandemic to try to amplify the voices for small business owners across Canada. And it's been a struggle. If you can believe it, at this late stage in the recovery, only 75% of small businesses are fully open. Only half of small businesses have been able to bring back all of their staff, in part due to a significant shortage of labor. And most worrisome of all, only 40% of small businesses across Canada are at normal levels of sales. So while many in the public think that because businesses are reopened once again, the majority, that this is over, the economic effects have been addressed, and you know that for many, many businesses, that's just not true. So we have a long way to go, and CFIB is continuing to push federal and provincial governments to make changes to some of the support programs, extend some of the support programs as much as is possible until all of the COVID-related restrictions are removed. I also want to just note that we also need governments to attend to things like the growing shortage of labor and not making the problem worse by raising taxes at this critical time. Unfortunately, many are in the process of doing just that. So we've got lots of work to do as entrepreneurs. One of the messages I want to bring to the summit is a big thank you. I don't think small business owners hear this often enough. But small businesses have had to endure the COVID restrictions, not because, and they've seen their businesses suffer, not because their businesses were large sources of COVID spread, but because governments viewed it as important to shut down businesses for months on end in order to protect the public from the spread of COVID. So a lot of the economic damage that has happened to small business owners is not your fault. And I think it's important that all of us say thank you to small business owners for their perseverance. All of you have had to work extra hard, have really seen often the financial futures of your businesses really constrained. And I think it's really important that Canadians understand the importance of small and medium-sized firms in Canada. The vast majority of net new job creation happens in small firms. Half of Canada's GDP is developed by small firms, and 60% of total employment comes from small and medium-sized businesses. You and your counterparts across Canada are powerhouses for the economy. And I couldn't be more proud of representing thousands and thousands of business owners across the country. It's definitely been a challenge over the course of the past year, but brighter days are ahead. And we at CFIB are there to support all business owners until that's happened.
Thank you, Dan, for your continual and constant support and being a friend of the Canadian Business SME magazine. And now we're going to hear from Charlie Regan. He is the CEO. And again, folks, CEO in his definition is the Chief Capability Expansion Orchestrator. Just a phenomenal spin on what he believes his role is to enable all of his staff. He wants to share his thoughts on what this opportunity this summit has meant for him and us and you. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Regan.
Welcome and congratulations. You've made it. Whatever the state of affairs are with your enterprise, the Canadian SME and all its members are very, very pleased to welcome you to this special event. We are together a collegial network of enterprisers who make the difference to the Canadian economy, local, regional, provincial, and nationally. The largest employers and the seat of all creativity of consequence. All economies are driven ahead higher and further by SMEs than by any government, by any bank, any federal institution, or large corporation. We are linchpin, and you play a role in building a stronger, more vibrant future for Canadians. And the generation that's coming is counting on you to keep at it. And through forums like this, our hope is that you reach out, far out, outside of your comfort zone to generate new connections, to become part of new networks, because together it is better. To be honest, it makes the world of difference knowing that you're connected to the biggest force in the economy in our nation. And we're very pleased to be part of this Nerds on Site and its fixation and focus on keeping you cyber secure and to keep the criminals, the cyber criminals, at bay and out of your stuff. We're very pleased to be part and parcel of this special network opportunity for all Canadian SMEs.
Thank you as always, Charlie. We always appreciate you. Thank you once again. And now we get to hear from Stefan. He is the Executive Vice President of Marketing and Development at Phase 5. Now, Phase 5 may or may not be a new name to you. Google them. Find out what they can do for you. Just some fascinating stuff coming out of what they do. They focus on research specifically. And for our event today, they are our research partner. Now, they make the centrifugal force of everything customers. So if you want to see what they're thinking, what their buying patterns are, and their decision-making processes are, this is the group that you want to speak to. Their whole approach is extremely collaborative. Thank you for being here with us, ladies and gentlemen. Stefan.
Good morning. It's my pleasure to open day 2 of the Canadian SME Small Business Summit as the event's research partner. My name is Stéphane Sigaud, and I'm the head of marketing for Phase 5, a market research company. I'm a former small business owner myself, actually, and I'm a student of the small business sector in my market research role. In partnership with Cargo, a marketing agency that specializes in helping enterprise-level brands market to small business, we conduct an annual study of small business owners, and our insights have been helping to bridge the divide between big brands and small brands. In this case, as it is with people, it's the same in business. There is more that unites us than separates us. So let's take digital transformation, for example. I'm sure every large company which is sponsoring this event has found itself needing to accelerate the pace of your digital transformation as your customers have seen their needs change with COVID. Well, in our study, we found that up to 44% of SMBs will undertake some kind of digital transformation as well, and up to 34% need significant help to do it. This is a huge opportunity for you, the big brands, to help the small brands. And there are many other examples like that in our study. I know Mickey Velomirovich from Cargo will share some of the findings from the study over the next day or so. And I'll be here as well, virtually, to answer any questions you might have about the study if anybody's interested. So let's be smarter together as we collaborate to build a stronger small business sector together. Thank you.
Thank you, Stefan. And we all know this. Better information leads to better decisions. And so partnering with groups like Stefan, and he mentioned Cargo as well. Reach out, connect, and see what they can do.